So I'm starting this thing where I post my full-length cooking videos on my page instead of short form videos on Reel. So you guys will be seeing more recipe videos on my page. Let me know if it's something that you like. Like this video, leave a comment, let me know if you want to see more recipes. But today we are making egusi soup. Yeah, Nigerian flag. I started with boiling my meat. I used onion, salt, and seasoning cubes, and I just leave that to cook until the meat is about 70% done. While that is cooking, I went ahead to prep my ingredients. For this soup, you would need dry fish. I'm using 4 different types, and I think this is a lot of fish, but depends on the quantity of soup that you want to make. You don't have to use this much, and you don't have to use the variety that I used. I used kpangla, stockfish, dried catfish, and mangala. Yeah, some of these names I don't know in English, so I'll just call it what we would usually call it in Nigeria. You also need some vegetables. I'll be using bitter leaf, but you can use otazi and ugu leaf, I believe. If you're abroad, these are not readily available, so you can substitute for spinach. That will work as well. You would also need okpei. If you have a dry meal, you can just put it in it and blend it. I don't have that, so I'm just going to soak mine in hot water and dissolve it. You would also need salt, seasoning cubes, pepper mix, and the star of the show, egusi. I put some water into this and I turned it into a paste. Once my meat is about 70% done, I went in with my fish. I like to cook this a bit to make it soft because the fish is usually very, very dry. So I just cooked that with my meat until it's soft. In a different pot, go in with your palm oil. You want to heat this up but not bleach it. Once it's heated up, go in with your pepper mix. I'll allow this boil for a bit and then I'll start scooping in my egusi paste. Once this is done, I'm going to close the lid of the pot and just allow that to cook for a bit. I like my egusi to be lumpy, and this is my tip if that is your style. If you want to have a bit of lumps in your soup, just cover it up for a bit until it forms lumps like this and then begin to fry. Once the egusi looks like this, you can then begin to introduce all of your ingredients. Your okpei, a bit of seasoning, and crayfish as well. I added a bit of salt, but you don't need to add salt yet. Just wait until you put your stock before you add your sauce. But I knew how salty my stock is, so I knew that adding a bit of salt wasn't going to be too bad. But if you are not sure, wait until after you've added your stock. Once my stock, which contains all of my protein, is in, I'm going to stir that for a bit, add enough water to cook the soup, and then allow it to cook. You want to allow your soup cook a bit, if not it's going to be tasting raw. I for one don't like the taste of that, so you want to cook it until it's done. Then you go in with your vegetables. I'm going to put in my bitter leaf and then allow it to cook for a bit, but you don't have to wait. If you are using spinach or ugu leaves, once you introduce your vegetables, you can take it off, but because I'm using bitter leaf, I'm going to allow that to cook for a bit, and then voila, the soup is ready. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed watching. Subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed, and I'll see you in my next video.